Hey guys, it is the Lunar Wolf, and today I want to do a kind of unboxing of this new Oracle deck that I got. It is by Saint Jinx, the Elder Folkroth, the Wood and Bone, and Path Unknown, Gay Runic Oracle. I have been a fan of this gentleman's art for such a long time, and I've always wanted to get some of the tarot cards and oracle decks that he has out, but I just never really pulled the trigger, I guess. But once I saw that he did a Runic oracle deck, I had to get my hands on it. I had to see it. So I'm really excited to kind of go through these together. This is the first time I'm looking at the images. Alright, so we'll try to kind of go a little quickly here so this video doesn't end up being 20 minutes long, but it does come with a nice booklet. I do appreciate when there is a booklet, especially with this kind of art. I always like to read and try to understand the reasons why the artists decide to illustrate, either in this case the messages of the runes through his art. I always kind of like to hear a little bit of the backstory behind it. But then usually once I read the booklet, I don't ever read it again or reference it again. I tend to kind of go with what I know, as well as my intuition, to try to interpret the cards in my own way. But I do appreciate that they put it, because like I mentioned, I like to kind of get to understand a little bit more behind the meanings behind the card that the artist intended it for. Alright, so I'm kind of just going in the order that the cards came. This first card here is Mundo. I appreciate and love the color choices, the way that they just kind of almost come out, very realistic feel to it. Mundo, and I'll kind of just interpret the cards the way that I remember in terms of the runes. But Mundo means kind of like success, joy, hope. It almost looks like this gentleman is kind of like offering you a drink, or maybe you're about to, I don't know what the actual term for, but it's almost like you're gonna do a cheers thing. Behind the card, it looks like it's, I think it is, yeah, so looks like it's Odin, because I do see Ingress, the tree, then I see the Runic whale, and it looks like Helgen and Mundo, which are the ravens, there as well. It's absolutely beautiful. I love that. Okay, and so the next card here, this is Tiwaz, I believe it's pronounced. It's in reference to the god Tyr. It also means courage or victory or strength. Also masculine energy, which is very potent in this card. You do see the wolf Fenrir, which I'm assuming, because Tyr does end up putting his wrist or hand inside the wolf's mouth, which eventually the wolf ends up biting off. But I love the card. I love the colors in the wolf's eyes. It's so beautiful. He did such a good job, and it does kind of give that feeling of courage and strength. So that's beautiful. I love that. And the next card we have is Raidho, which I believe it just translates to like riding or travel. I think it's like a wagon possibly, but it does mean kind of like the travel journey, kind of going on an adventure. And I love that it has a little bit of like the Fool, or almost like one of like the like in tarot, like one of the knights, I believe. But I love the sun and the color behind him. Even the horse is just so beautiful. Alright, so the next card is Perthro. Perthro, I believe it's just like an unknown or mystery. There's not really like a set thing, but I always tend to look at it as if like it's a door that's open or a window that's open. Definitely something about mystery, the unknown. Also like secrets. I love that it's on a dream catcher. I need to sit with that energy. But it is beautiful, and even the eyes of the gentleman and the detail of the hair. And I know that's a digital art, but I'm always fascinating about how you're still able to get like detail different textures, and even the lighting and shadow work is beautiful. It's such a beautiful card. Alright, and the next one is Legis, which I want to say, I'm not sure if it translates or just, I know it has to do with water, bodies of water, like a lake. I think it translates to lake, or I'm not really sure, but it does mean about like your connection to your psychic abilities, the feminine growth. I love that this gentleman is kind of immersed in the water, like almost like he's trying to get pure. And look at that booty! Oh my god, I need to do some squats. But it's such a beautiful card. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, so this next one is, oh, that's like full like bulge moment. But this rune is Nothis. I believe it has to do with like a need and a necessity, or a yearning or a wanting of something, or the absence of something. It also is a rune about patience, of the divine timing of things. So it almost looks like this gentleman is kind of just like waiting, or even exhausted and frustrated about something. But it's beautiful. But the bulge is very distracting. Alright, so the next rune is, oh, this is beautiful. It's Yeda, or Jeda, depending on how you pronounce it, I guess. But it translates to harvest, or year, or cycles of the year. It's perfect for the season, because we are in those harvests. Actually, we're going to be in Samhain, so the last of the harvest sabbats, but it's absolutely beautiful. I love the grains. It just screams growth, fertility. It's absolutely beautiful. Alright, so the next card is Ingress. I believe it has to do about sexual energy, especially male sexual energy. It's absolutely beautiful. Looking in the background, it's like, it's interesting. I need to sit with this card, 'cause I know he's in a very sexual position, but also a very kind of religious or spiritual position to be in that moment. Even the detail on his back is absolutely beautiful. But I love this card. It's stunning. But yeah, it does have to be about kind of channeling that energy, sexual energy. Alright, this next rune is called Gable, or Gable. I never pronounce these right, but it is about generosity and kind of gift giving. It also is about kind of harmony. There's a little baby. Oh my god, I love dogs. I love dogs. But it almost looks like he's kind of handing you, I don't know, what is that, an axe of some kind, and kind of, it seems almost like a little bit of a trickster, because it's almost like what do you want for that axe, if that makes sense. But I love the card. It's absolutely beautiful. Alright, and this next one's called Ewaz. And the way I always remember this rune, because it has one of the points pointing to earth, the other one's pointing to the sky. I think it has to do with Yggdrasil, the tree. It also represents death and rebirth. So it's interesting seeing the card with someone battling a bear. I have to kind of sit with that energy, because it could also be about coming into, in this case, his manhood. Maybe it's like a primal thing, a male thing. So I don't know, it's very interesting. Alright, so the next one is Judas. I believe that's how it's pronounced. I'm just going to butcher the pronunciations, but this one has to do with, I believe it's day, or daylight. It's about breakthroughs, transformation, hope. Oh my god, these booties. They're everywhere. But it's absolutely beautiful. It reminds me of the Three of Wands. Love it. Alright, so the next one here is Geese. And I want to say, I know this is a protection rune. It is about deers or elks. So I love that he has that headdress on, very of the hunt. It's beautiful. It almost looks like he's here to save you and rescue you. It's absolutely beautiful. And the next one we have is Urus, which I think it's like, it always reminds me of the Taurus with like an ox. It's so epic. This is beautiful. It has to do about like brute strength or like very masculine strength. It's absolutely beautiful. It almost has like a very like sinister feel to it, but I am digging it. That's beautiful. Alright, so this next one is Thurisaz, and it is so awesome. I bet you know who this is. It's obviously Thor. It's absolutely beautiful. It's powerful. This rune has to do with defense, protection. It is about thorn or thorn bush. I love that it shows it there in the artwork. It's absolutely beautiful. I love it. Might be my favorite one so far. Oh, this one makes me happy. This is Sowilo. It means the sun. It's absolutely beautiful. It almost looks like he's trying to capture the sun or capture that moment. This obviously is about just like the sun card in tarot. It's a good thing. Success, good health, beautiful life. He seems very happy, so it makes me happy. This next one is Alfalla. I know it has to be like traditions and heritage, so I'm just kind of trying to look at the image, and I don't necessarily see if I see heritage or traditions. It could also be with like property, because I do see like there's buildings back there, so maybe they're buying a home, maybe it was passed down in their family, but it's still a beautiful card. I have to sit with it a little bit more. I'm literally drooling. It's beautiful. Oh my god, look at those eyes. It's absolutely beautiful. This is Manasa. It means man, or I think it is just man or mankind. It's beautiful. It's such a beautiful representation of that rune. I know it means humanity, just things that kind of represent us as men. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. There's almost like a vulnerable side to it as well. Alright, this next one is Kenaz, which means fire or light. It's a very sexy, very sexual, darling. I really like it. But it does have that lust, kind of creative passion. Beautiful. Okay, and this next one is Isa, which obviously is ice. That's so beautiful. And so this is kind of like things coming to like a standstill, delays, coldness, obviously. It's absolutely beautiful. I want to sit with this a little bit more just to kind of see why this gentleman is in an ice bath. Okay, this next one is HUGGLEMAS, which means hail or hailstorm. It's very similar to the Tower card when it's meaning like destruction and chaos, and things falling apart. I don't know if I necessarily see that translated in this card. I'm gonna look at the booklet to see what the artist was interpreting, but yeah, I have to sit with this one, but it's absolutely beautiful. Alright, so this next one is Feu or Feu. It's so pretty with the little cattle. That's actually what the name of the rune means. It means cattle. It represents like wealth and prosperity and abundance. It's absolutely beautiful. I love this card. Okay, and this is Ewas, which I want to say translate to like horse, and I see horses back there. This has to do about loyalty and trust, as well as travel, because it's a horse. I love this. It almost looks like they're partners or perhaps brothers, but it almost looks like they're back to back, kind of like I have your back. So definitely plays with that loyalty and trust kind of feel. It's beautiful. Okay, so this next one is, oh my god, another very sexual card, darling. This is Berkano or Berkana. I think that's what I remember it being, Berkana, but it is about goddess, I believe birch goddess. It promotes birth, new beginnings, family, growth. It's a very sexual card. I want to sit with this a little bit more to see the artist's interpretation of this, but it is very hot, darling, very hot. Okay, so this next one is Ansus. This is the runic for Odin, because it does mean ancestral god, or a god. It's beautiful. There's almost like a sinister to this one as well. But this does mean about like communication, divine power. I have to sit with this one too, just to see what the artist was interpreting with the runic on this one. But it's beautiful. I love the skin tones. I do love that this deck is very diverse. It's absolutely beautiful. And that was the last card, you guys. It's absolutely breathtaking. This has to be, out of all the tarot decks I've ever, or oracle decks I should say, I've ever received, this is by far the most stunning, beautiful. The colors, oh, there's no husband. There's it's just so beautiful. Oh my gosh. I was gonna say that I would love to see Odin depicted, but I just remembered that he's in the back of the card. So, and this is just epic. I am so grateful and thankful for St. Jinx, the artist. It's just beautiful. But yeah, so thank you guys for sitting here these past couple minutes unboxing this. I love you guys, appreciate you guys. Blessed be until the next one.